this is Nara's Kimchi. Greetings from San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. So now we're going to make gimbap. And for gimbap, while rice is very hot, we have to season it and start cooling before preparing other ingredients that will go inside gimbap. So this time I used those cups that came with a rice cooker, and I used 2 cups out of those. And those cups are smaller than regular measuring cups. So please look at your rice cooker and small cup that I think is a half cup actually. And so rice is hot and very soft. I'm going to season with half teaspoon of salt. It's fine table salt. You could put a little less, but not more, because it's better to use dipping sauce than ending up with way too salty gimbap. And this is about teaspoon of sesame oil. And then you cool it down just a little bit, since your hands are gonna handle these. So for cooking rice, I actually soaked the rice for a whole hour before cooking and added a little more water for cooking this sushi rice or cow rose rice, because we live in a very high altitude and very, very dry area in Mexico. So if you cook rice right away, then you end up with very hard rice. And this is pretty soft because I soaked it and added even more water than required. So now rice is seasoned, and we'll just wait until other ingredients are ready. Okay, first, egg omelette. This is one ingredient that I'm not going to skip. I always put eggs, and as much eggs I have in the house. So just beat eggs like this and season with pinch of salt. Then I'm going to add about half teaspoon of salt, soy sauce. And again, you want really good quality soy sauce from Korean market. And just a bit of black pepper. I like black pepper, so I put a lot, but you could put just a little bit less or a little bit more. So now we're going to make omelette. So for 3 eggs, I probably will end up with 2 large omelettes. So let's start. I'll just pour about half. Maybe a little more. And for fish sticks, these are crab or artificial crab or imitation crab. I do like to pan fry just a little bit because they taste better and they feel better too. It's not too cold and hard. You just fry like maybe half a minute or 1 minute. Just a tiny bit. So this is the whole ingredients. Usually I have some cucumber too, but today I really didn't want to have to go grocery shopping. So for eggs, you will cut it about this size, so we have enough eggs for each roll. I'll just make, and the second one was a real freak accident, but I will still use it like this. And that's about it. So if you have avocado at home, you could use avocado. I already cut like this. Then instead of spoon, I use a rice spoon here, or whatever you call this. And then it comes out very clean here. Now time to roll kimbap. So when you see the sheet of this seaweed, one side is rough while this side is smooth. And try to use this smooth side to be placed outside. So when we roll it, it's much easier and then you don't tear the sheet. So here I'm just going to put maybe about half cup of rice. So usually I put one whole cup and that makes it really big gimbap. And this time I'm gonna make it a little bit skinny. Using these plastic gloves, super easy, and they don't stick to the gloves at all. And you see how I'm not doing this like some of my friends want to do. And with your fingertips, try to distribute the rice evenly all over the space. You notice I don't have those bamboo Gimbap roller. I mean, I own several. Everybody gives it to me all the time, but usually I don't have to use it, and a lot of people don't have it in the house anyway. So for making kimbap, let's put one big piece of egg, imitation crab, this, and a lot of shredded carrots. You see how they are cut like matchsticks. Back in Korea, we hated carrots so much because carrots tasted way too strong, but now I live in a place where carrot tastes delicious. So I tend to add a lot of carrots here. And this is pickled radish or pickled daikon called danmuji, and you definitely want one danmuji. That is just really essential ingredients. I don't want to put too much avocado because they're going to come like this while I roll. Okay, so that is it. Then you just roll like this. See how simple that was? Very easy. Let's do another one. So again, the smooth side goes outside. And the rice covers all but maybe 1 inch towards the end, because that needs to overlap. See how this part is not very perfect, but it doesn't really matter at the end because you roll it away. Yep, and you just put another big sheet of egg like this. Let's put avocado here. And if you put too much stuffing inside, then you could have a freak accident. But if you put too little, then you taste way too much of rice and not enough other things. That's why this part, you do want it pretty long here, because that makes it much easier that you don't have to finish the first roll right away. See how this goes? Just like that. Then when you have these two rolls like this, brush or hand brush, but I happen to have a pretty good brush here. Just add a little bit of sesame oil or regular cooking oil, and you brush the outside of Gimbap. They also look very shiny when you brush with sesame oil or regular cooking oil, but I like to use the sesame oil because I love the flavor. In Koreans, we eat a lot of sesame oil or perilla oil. So that is it. Now let's cut. Okay, now let's cut it. So I tried to get about 10 pieces here. You can make it a little bit bigger, but I don't want it too big. And too thin, you're risking breaking and ripping. So I already wetted a knife. Just a little bit of water to keep it very smooth here. So the first one is thick because it's at the edge. This. They look like this. Whoa! Just a little bit of oopsie. So it looked like this. And I finished with just a bit of toasted sesame seeds. They just add a little more crunch and good flavor. And that is it. You can see how easy it is. I usually make gimbap when I don't have anything else to do, any other food to make. So just whatever I have in the fridge, because I always have the pickle. You know, they last forever. So just I always have them in the fridge. Then I have imitation crab or some kind of meat in the freezer. And if I have avocado, that's good. But eggs and this pickle, they are really, really crucial for gimbap. Okay. Okay, so we made gimbap today, and let's do a taste test. And first, this is Eek. Eek's going to have a little bit of omelette. The leftover omelette goes to dogs. So this one's for me. So good. So good. That seasoning was just perfect. And one for Fernando here, and that's what you get paid for filming, of course. I'm eating one more. Pretty good, huh?